Did you guys see that? Why did it vanish? Where did it go? Yo, what happened? They're trying to keep secrets from us. The freaking chat flashed! When I entered this screen, the chat flashed. Disappeared. There was chat there, and then it vanished. Yo, what happened? You guys were telling a secret. Hello, chat! What's up, guys? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, chat, how you doing? What's going on? How's it hanging? Wow, 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 wow. A little bit of an early cat today, huh? Just an hour, but still earlier than usual, so... a little bit suspicious. What have you guys been up to since the other day? The other day was Thursday and we did truck. You know what's messed up? Remember how I asked you guys if the audio was good? And you guys said, yeah, it's perfect. It's good. I watched the clips. It was not good. What the hell are you guys talking about? What the hell are you guys on? I know that you guys are so madly in love with me. And you love everything that I do. I don't know why I listened to them. I said the truck was loud AF. You did not! As a matter of fact, you did not! You said, oh, it's a little bit loud. It's a little bit loud. And then I lowered it, and I said, oh, is it good now? And nobody said no! Yeah! That's it, I'm clipping it. I hope you do! I hope you do! Because you didn't say that it was loud. You said it's a bit loud, and a bit loud means I lowered a bit, not a lot. It was so loud. You guys need to be put down. I'm not gonna put you down, I'm gonna put you in a cage. And then I'm gonna lower you into olive oil. And then you're gonna be greasy. Greased up rat. Excuse us for letting realistic experience of truck driving. Yo, any truck drivers in chat, how realistic was the stream where you could barely hear me over the sound of the engine? It's a Mewtwo. It's no fucking Mewtwo, it's me! Don't put it on someone else that you guys messed up! I fell asleep during the stream. How? How? How can you guys sleep to that stuff? I need to have such... I need to sleep to ASMR or how it's made. Nothing else. I cannot sleep with loud voices and screeching and that shit. So, that's impressive. Lozenge. I made a cake the other day. Did I tell you guys about that? Cake. I want to get good at making cakes, but really hard to ice. So I need to get better at that. What's your favorite Jolly Rancher? Blue. What the frick even is a blue raspberry? That doesn't even exist. What's the actual flavor of blue? Hello? They're coyotes. Ooh. Olympics! Did you guys see the Olympics? Sorry. I just had a realization. What time was the opening ceremony at the Olympics? Because how is it possible that it was dark in Italy and dark in Canada at the same time? How is that possible? What time was the entrance ceremony? Coyotes is really, they must be hungry. Yeah, lock up your cats, your small dogs. What do you mean? Italy's only a couple hour difference? You need to be put down. Kill that guy. Whoa, I don't have a bruise. Chad, I have a bruise on my thigh. I'm gonna Roman. We didn't weep, but I won't. Because I'm streaming. Now watch it, I'll just mute it. I do not want to hear it. Italy is 6 hours ahead of EST, so about 7-8 hours ahead of you. Right. So if it's dark here and dark there, then they'd be doing it at like 5 a.m. Like 6-7 hours. Mute. Dude, is Twitch doing this stupid shit with you guys? Whenever you click on a clip, it like jumps down to the bottom of the page. It's so annoying. Okay, let's find this. Oh wow! It's a bit loud, but only just a bit. Wow. 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 Got his ass. Snap! That's going in my cringe compilation. It's a bit loud. You can go lower. You said that once. Let me see. Interesting. Interesting how Messi left out the part where he started his message with, I think it's fine. Interesting. 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 Wow. Wow. Well, yeah, because I'm biased. Exactly! That's your guys' problem! You're so obsessed with me, you'll never say no to me! Yeah. True? True? Yo, guys, I just launched the True. Sorry, I had a ginger ale before stream. Guys, there's some stickers. Did you guys know that 2 of the ladies on Team Canada's hockey team are married to each other? Isn't that cute? That's why there can never be a heated rivalry for women, because they're kissing on the ice. It's impossible. It's adorable. Did you guys hear about the penis injections? Is that real? Did we talk about this? I feel like we talked about this. Talked about this with someone. Context. It's Olympics. Didn't talk about it. Oh, okay. So some of those ski jump. One of the a million sports involving jumping on skis. Apparently dudes have been injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid to make their junks bigger so that they can get a bigger sized suit, so that it can act as a sail when they're flying through the sky. Yeah, sure. That's the reason they were injecting their penis. Sure. That slows you down? Yeah, that's the point. They have to fly. They have to fly the longest distance. That's cheating. Yeah, it is. The best part about the Olympics is finding out every year how people are gonna find new ways to cheat about it. He just wanted to be that one guy who did the high jump and lost due to junk. Oh, I remember that. Gross. Oh. Guys, I've had like a freaking... Ah! I've had one of those stupid, annoying, irritating, like, cyst pimples in, like, the crease edge of my nostril. It's so bad. It's the worst. Oh my god. The ones that never come to a head. Yeah, yeah. And it's right at the lip of my nostril. Oh, it's so bad. They are the worst. Oh. It's so bad. Some of that acid shit people put on their faces supposed to help such with arm. Well, I put retinol on it. Use tweezers to break it. That is so scary. No. Luckily, I have self-control. Because this is the type of shit where you bother with it, it will turn into a scar. So you just gotta leave it alone. You just gotta freaking not even do anything about it. Which is so... It's the worst. I just wanna pop shit so bad. Ugh. I just stabbed my sister in the away. Oh god. Holy shit. Yeah. I use topical cream and tweezers dipped in sanitizer and washed with hot water. I don't even do it at all. I gotta freaking have some self-control. However... Oh my god, dude, I freaking feel it. I freaking feel it. It's tickling my nose. Mine and me. Ink! Oh god! I didn't even think about that. I was just gonna say how I love ingrown hairs, though. I forgot that men have facial hair. Whoa. I love getting ingrown hairs because it's like on my legs. Where I can squeeze it and not have any repercussions because it's on my freaking legs, but... Wow. Yeah, that's rough. Hi, Benny Gold. I had a freaking... I had something. It was like a hiccup stuck in there. It's hard to breathe. Hey, what's up? Dude, having a beard would suck. Chat? My inner ear just made a sound. And it was like throbbing. Am I gonna die? Is there something inside of my brain? Those are called thoughts. I'll freaking show you freaking thought up yours. I am Asian, so my mustache and beard growing capabilities are not that good. Comes out looking bad. Maybe that's why I like Asian dudes. Because I'm like... no beard. None of that. It's a zombie virus. Will I at least be a cute zombie? Zombie. 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 Another one. Your head, you said? Now my ear. I thought it was because you're a Koreaboo. I'm not even a Koreaboo! Hey. I think I'm pretty evenly matched in all of them. In the big three. Oh my god, guys. the other day, when the new update for Infinity Nikki launched, they had a time wait thing where you could only unlock the rest of the story until a few days ago, which I like because people finish the story way too fast, and it's like, okay, slow down. But I got to the next area of the story where there's mahjong. Oh my god. What the freak is happening? Oh my god. Mahjong Pog. Mahjong is fun. You guys know how to play Mahjong? I was at loss. I have no idea what's happening. However, I did keep winning, so I guess I was doing something right by just clicking the recommended buttons. I played for a bit, it's been a while though. Okay, chat. Before we start the react, before we look at chilling, we gotta play some fucking mahjong. Cause I'm so lost. I know to play the one that's just for one person, but not the... That's not mahjong. That's App Store mahjong. Don't you match the freaking stuff? Damn. Freaking a long time to load. Okay, let's get in there. Okay. Okay. Okay, so... Mahjong is that way. To the Mahjong parlor! Okay, here's Mahjong. Wait a minute, guys! Look at my outfit! Oh, I have to wear that on my face because I have to pretend like I'm one of the people that are dying. Aren't they cute though? Oh, cute! Gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous! Gorgeous. Tail. Big tail. Big tail. Nice panda. Oh yeah, I gave Momo the panda outfit. I have a cunty Chinese outfit for him. I got this one. But I think the panda's so much better. Okay, wait. So, to Mahjong. Okay, we're gonna have to wait a bit because this is NPCs versus other people, and the NPC is just... Okay, we can play one against the NPCs.
补花。
So something happened
Maybe play this one?
Oh, nice. See, if you wait long enough, they'll just tell you what to do. So I wait for them to tell me what to do.
5桶难9条
They have instructions, somewhere.
Maybe play this one?
Oh. See, there's instructions. They have instructions. They tell you what to do. But I'm so lost. There's Chow, Pung, and Kong. And then they had freaking math at the end. Hello? You throw numbers at me, I immediately don't know what's happening. Freaking math. X sets of Y and X plus Y equals 4. What are you talking about? So,
9条5桶
if I wait long enough, they'll just tell me what to do.
Maybe play this one?
Oh, nice.
难
I don't understand.
4桶
Like, I recognize these
7桶
shapes from the app
9
Mahjong, where it's like your tile matching game, but... And I understand that you're supposed to make, like, groups
Maybe play this one?
of, like, either the
9
same number or consecutive
9
numbers, but...
6万
Like, what is that?
补花
Hello? That one.
Maybe play this one?
Okay.
9桶3条6条白
They tell me what to
Maybe
do.
play this one?
Oh, nice, thanks.
6条9桶1万
What is going on? And why do I have these pieces right here? What? Huh? I don't understand.
Maybe play this one?
Okay, that's 1 and 2, so I just need a 3, and then I can have a pair, I guess. And then this one's 2 and 3, so I just
2万
need a pair.
4桶
But how do I get them?
9万
That guy got a ting.
That's a triplet!
Oh, I have a 3 of a kind.
Maybe play this one?
Okay,
8桶1万
I have a...
自摸3家
Okay. Okay, I guess I lost. What is happening? Defeated by self-draw. Declare ting, mixed double chow, edge weight, fully concealed hand. The tiles in the center is what you're discarding. The tiles to the left are the ones you have claimed from other people. You have to reveal the tiles, but it locks you into playing that hand, which can preclude you from some winning hands. What's a winning hand?
补花
Why did I boo-hua? Why did I boo-hua?
18 months for precious
Maybe play
cat
this one?
cuemew squish.
Hey Chris, what's
A.
up? Hey,
7条
what's up Chris? How you doing?
1桶
Oh, I can chow! Guys, look, I can chow somehow! I freaking chowed! Thank you for queuing, Chris. Mwah.
Maybe play this one?
Okay, I guess I'll play that one.
补花
Mwah.
1万难
Thanks for queuing, Chris. I'm losing my mind. Why is this one glowing?
Maybe play this one?
I like that sound, though.
难 7 2万
Yeah.
Maybe play this one?
Sure.
中
Whatever you say, boss.
3万
Whatever you say.
白3桶
I got another chow.
吃
Wow, guys, I chowed twice in a row. We look 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So a
Maybe
chow
play
is
this one?
sure, bud. Whatever you say.
白
A chow is
6万
going up in the numbers. But why do I have that one? Why did I put that one there?
4筒
18 months. That's
Maybe
like 2
play this one?
pregnancies. Wow, Chris, you've had 2 babies.
7 5筒
They ting.
3万
What does ting
6
mean?
筒 5
And then they hooed. And then they hooed. I used to hoo, but now I'm not hooing. Why did I get 0, but they got minus 9,000? Let's play against real players. At least then we can judge them based on their outfits. Kind of. Like, what is happening? I do not understand. Look at the tutorial. I'm in a work call right now. Just hang in there, bro. I'm losing grip. Let's start by getting familiar with the basic tile set. Number tiles include 1 to 9 of characters, 1 to 9 of dots, and 1 to 9 of stakes. Okay. Seems like there's freaking kanjis up there. Honor tiles include east, south, west, north, red, green, and white. What? Flower tiles include plum, orchid, bamboo, Chris, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Now let's learn the 3 basic actions, chow, pung, and kong. Chow means taking a discarded tile to combine with 2 tiles in your hand to form a sequence A, B, C. So this one, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Note, you may only chow a tile discarded by the previous player. Pung means taking another player's discarded tile and combining it with a pair A, A in your hand to form a triplet A, A, A. So 1, 1, 1. Kong means adding a new tile to an existing set of 3 identical tiles to form a 4 of a kind. After declaring a Kong, you must draw 1 replacement tile from the tile wall. Oh god. Oh god. There are 3 types of Kongs. Melded Kong, Concealed Kong, and Added Kong. Melded Kong. Continue matching. When another player discards a tile that matches a concealed triplet, AAA formed by self-drawing the tiles you already have when you declare Kong. Concealed Kong, when you draw 4 identical tiles yourself and declare Kong. Added Kong, when you already have a revealed Pong, then draw the 4th matching tile and upgrade it to a Kong. Keep drawing new tiles and discarding unwanted ones. Once you form a valid hand, you can Who, win. Basic winning hand. X sets of triplets, Y sets of sequences, plus Z sets of pairs. You can win when 1, X plus Y equals 4 and Z equals 1, or X equals Y equals 0 and Z equals 7. What? Ooh. We got some other ladies in here. Hey ladies, what's up?
1筒
I got the bouhua. She chowed already.
7 鸡桶
These guys know how to play and I don't know how to play. I'm freaking embarrassed.
Maybe play this one?
Okay, sure.
灯
They know how to play and I don't know how to play. I'm embarrassing myself. Yo, she's level 98.
吃
She got 2 chows already, dude. Oh my god.
北
What? Why is this one glowing?
北
Bay. Muna and Bay and Fam. Can you tell me which one to do?
Maybe play this one?
Okay.
北
I don't understand.
灯一桶
My outfit has sleeves, but for some reason the sleeves are removed just for me. Like they have their sleeves.
You've got a
6
pair!
I've got a pair, wow. So for some reason my sleeves have vanished.
Maybe play this one?
Okay. Whatever you
4
say.
条
Whatever you say. Freaking. Oh god.
西
I wonder if they can see my sleeves.
中
Ting!
2万
What does ting mean? What does ting mean? They didn't tell us what ting meant in the instructions.
妖姬1万
They didn't tell us what ting meant in the instructions.
Maybe play this one?
Okay.
一桶 6桶吃
I'm so
Bay.
confused.
南
Should I do that one?
Maybe play this one?
Okay.
8桶
What is that?
3桶
I'm gonna do that one next. And why are these two here?
发9桶
Maybe play this one?
I said I wanted to play that one next, and it was correct. I'm so
Don't.
smart. Are you playing or just watching a game? I'm
See?
playing. And I have no idea what I'm doing.
妖姬
I'm so confused.
9桶
You can make a sequence. How? How do I make a sequence? What do I do?
Maybe play this one?
9
What's
条
happening? Why does she have a ting? Why don't I have a ting?
9万7万6桶
I can chow!
吃
Guys, I chowed!
Maybe play this one?
Oh, it was my turn still.
4桶
Oh my god, what is happening?
8万
As because your Twitch activity still says just chatting.
灯
We'll come back to chatting soon. Oh, this is a special magic card. They explained it at the beginning, but I don't understand. Oh,
Maybe play this one?
okay.
南
4
4
I can
万
pong!
放
I ponged!
妖姬
Guys, I ponged!
5条
Mm-hmm.
1桶9桶南
Wait, why is it giving me that immediately now? Before I had to wait a few
Chow.
seconds. What's happening? I'm so confused, chat.
3条胡
Now why did she who? What? Why is it 5,000 negative 5,000? Discard win. Closed wait. Declare ting. Concealed hand. Flower tiles. And why'd this person lose so bad? Vita win. Bro. Anyway, I'm still considering whether or not I should spend money on this event, but I'll decide later. Holy shit, dude. What the hell was that? What the hell even was that? I'm so confused. What is a ting? They didn't even explain what a ting was. Check this out. Wow. Meow, meow. Awesome. I'm going to jump. Me first. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. So yeah. That was Infinity Nikki Mahjong. I'm so confused. Help. Hmm? So, anything up with you guys? What's going on? Well, there's a hair in my sweater. Well, there's a hair in my sweater. We're good. It's Q of the Mew? Yeah, what's up? It's me. At least you didn't get negative 5,000 points. Shit, dude, yeah. True enough. Fair enough. At least we got 0. At least we got 0. Wow. Why is my nose stuffy? I'm going through the 5 stages of grief. What's happening? Why did my nose get so stuffy all of a sudden? Hello? Am I gonna die? Whoa. It's a zombie virus again. Shit, I guess. Now it's time for me to die. This came out of nowhere. Anyways. I hate helping old people with technical problems. I hate helping myself with technical problems. I wish there wasn't technical problems. But that's how the cookie crumbles. I was gonna ask what you guys are doing for Valentine's Day, but I can assume. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna be here for Valentine's Day. I'm going out for dinner. Yep, I'm going out for a fancy dinner. With my mom. Oh god. I don't feel too bad about it though, because I love my mom. I thought you were going to abandon us. Don't worry, chat. You'd be the first to know if I got a freaking date. I'd be bragging up and down. Can I come too? What's your net worth? I'm going out with mom because I want to try out the fancy dress that I got. I also ended up breaking the heels that I got. Oh my gosh, I'm still so psyched that I was able to find heels that actually fit me. So, even if they're uncomfortable, I'm just gonna have to deal with it because the rarity of finding my size in heels, astounding. Negative a million? Not sure about that one. They make heels for toddlers? They don't, which is why it's so hard for me to find some. But I managed. Yeah! Now I'm tempted to buy them in the... they had another color. So I'm tempted to buy them in the other color. I smell food. Color? Yeah! Katie yellow. No! Speaking of heels, put the white ones back in your throat and I'll buy them. No! Stop! That is unnecessary. Which ones? I'm curious. Hold on, I gotta activate the sleeper cell in me that likes shoes. Steve Madden. Food? No, no treat stream. I had pizza before stream, so I'm full. I saw these ones that look like cute ballet shoes with little ties around them, but the ties might make it look cheap actually, never mind. Hello Anubis! How you doing? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, was it this one? Did it have a giant bow on the back? Every time I hear Steve Madden, I think about the movie Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, my mom has to quote that whenever we go by. The ones at the bow, I found them. Huber, and I apologize. I cannot have you buy me shoes because I have very finicky feet. They're very peculiar about what kind of shoe they'll fit into. So, I have to go to the store and try them on first. So sweet. Mwah. Ouch. Ow. What color do they have them in? Black, blue, baby blue. She's like Cinderella. I am literally Cinderella. With autism. Okay. Chat, we gotta kill that guy. Hey guys, it's me. Cinderella with autism. Do I have sensory issues? Is that real? You guys like that? The white noise really calms me down. Yo, guys. New cuemew white noise playlist added to Spotify. No, that's tinnitus. I don't mind, but I listen to white noise while I sleep. The white noise. You guys remember that trend? Whatever. I gave up on explaining it without even starting. Whoa, my mouth. Guys, I can move my lips so fast, my mouth doesn't even move. Wow. I have a real talent. Oh. I forgot to buy stickers. Oh, shitballs. I meant to buy stickers before stream, but I forgot. The tricky part with buying these stickers on Amazon is that it's hard to tell how much of the shit in there is AI generated. Cat. Skunk. And mommy, I'm just breaking it down. When the moon hits your eye like a big piece of pie, that's amore. Oh, Okay, whatever. I'll do it after stream. Whatever. Ah! Holy shit balls. What the frick? It's Q-log time already? Oh, beans. Hello, Krakow. You ever met post-work lobotomy? I don't want to use my brain. Lobotomy. It feels so good. I'm not going to say the rest of that. Lobotomy. Now, baby, we got Q-botomies up in here. Anyways, time for the Q-log. Okay. Wait, is Meso here to do the Q-log? I think I need to learn how to do a Q-log by myself. Meso, what's the Q-log button? What's the Q-log announcement? What do I say to make a Q-log real? Yeah, baby, it's Q-log time! Enjoy the pond. It's commercial time in seconds. How long is 3 minutes? Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'll be back. 180? Whoa. Hold on. Thought that it was a burp, but it wasn't a burp. Okay, everybody, I'll be right back. Have a good time fishing. Blah. one's for you, Floppa. I see your first time chat fishing. I'll wait for you to get that fish out, just for you. Fishing just for Floppa. You better get something good. Okay. I do like gummy worms. Floppa. Floppa. Come on, where's Floppa? What is it? Just a perch. Common perch. Ooh, come on, Floppa! Oh. Oh God.
1 year and 3 months.
Oh God. Nobody look at that. Nobody look at that. Don't look at that. Don't embarrass Floppa. Don't look at them. Don't even. Don't. Hey, Floppa, it's okay. I don't think anybody saw that. Alcazar, thank you so much for queuing. Mwah. 1 year and 3 months. Damn. Damn, it's almost been 1 year since my debut. Damn. Ah, my birthday. Ah. Sorry, I just remembered a bunch of things all at once. Whoops. Here. Anyways, guys. Did I tell you that there's 2 new Chilling Scares videos? My B-Day is this month. When? Which day? Prove it. "22nd? Wowie. I'll give you a buona fete a toi. Buona fete a toi. Are you guys excited for Chilling Scare? I was killed and died. I understand and wish to proceed.
On November
Making pancake mix from scratch sucks. Yeah, why would you do that? Just use crinkle. What is it called? Oh my God. Hello? All I can think of is crinkle. That's not what it's called. What is it called? Crinkle. What is crinkle? Whoa. Crinkle. Whoa. Yo. I know what's happening. Let's let my body reset while we watch 4 most disturbing 911 confessions. And I think we're gonna see the one that we saw already, where the guy dismembered his wife and put her in the freezer. But let's find out.
On November 7, 2014, a 911 dispatcher in Springfield, Tennessee picked up a call at 2:45 in the morning. The man on the other end sounded eerily calm and polite, which only made the horrifying confession he was about to make all the more unsettling.
Okay, what's going on?
Alright, this is what's happened. Been married 12 years. On the 4th, which would have been 2 nights ago at 4 a.m., I shot my wife in the temple of her head. I thought I killed her. And I put her in the freezer out in the garage.
This was the voice of 45-year-old Joseph Parker, who had just confessed to taking the life of his 44-year-old wife named Samantha. If Joseph hadn't made this call himself, it could have been weeks, even months before the crime was discovered. You see, most of their neighbors described the couple as elusive. Joseph rarely
We've seen this one already. Dummies. Freaking idiot. Stupid dummy.
spoke to anyone, and Samantha almost never left the house. They also spent no time in the yard, and their windows remained permanently covered at all times. So, without Joseph's confession, no one would have suspected that Samantha was missing. What puzzled the neighbors most was how completely out of the blue it felt. No one ever heard any arguments or fights between the couple, as they seemed to be living an ordinary, rather uneventful life. However, beneath the calm exterior, their marriage was starting to fall apart. It started when Joseph lost his long-standing job at the nearby Toyota dealership, and without a source of income, the bills started piling up. Missing mortgage payments also resulted in their house being marked for foreclosure. It's unclear if this financial stress was the only reason Joseph snapped on the
Why is he so ovular? That's the most oval-like human I've ever seen. Shiny head. Yeah, shiny Eggman. Bro wishes he was Eggman! Oh. Idiot. Get him out of here. He has the thumb build. Now bro has the big toe build. Look at those eyeballs. They're not even looking in the same direction. No thought behind those eyes. We gotta kill him. We gotta kill him and find out why I'm stuffy today. Ugh. He has extra vision. The extra vision made him think that his wife was alive in the freezer after he dismembered her. What's that drug called? What's that really messed up drug called? You know how little that narrows that down. No. It's so fucked up. Not Fend, it's not one of those. Not no commonplace drug. It's no. It's fucked up, not what it does to your body, but what it does to your brain. Like the hallucinations it gives you. No. Now I gotta look it up. Plant, drug, bad hallucinations. The first search result when I googled plant, drug, bad hallucinations was the official Canada.ca Government of Canada website. Get help with substance use. Please. Salvia? No, it wasn't salvia. It might be salvia. I don't think it's salvia though. Salvia. Like one of the drugs that's in like those bad drug trip Reddit threads. Salvia. Whoa! Yo, salvia is pretty. Wow. Yo, salvia just looks like lavender. Wow, it's pretty. Who'd smoke that? Opium, morphine. No, it's a plant. It's a plant. Ow! 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 Ouch! Ow! Ow! Guys, I just scratched my scratch. Plant, 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 plant. What is that? Really messed up. Hallucination plant. Datura. Often known as Jimson weed or devil's trumpet. Datura. That's a rare one to hear about. Really? I remember I watched a YouTube video about it and it sounded so scary. Yeah, that was the end of that investigative roleplay. Yeah, that's what that all led up to. Anyway, back to Eggman. Yeah, good side quest. Anyway, back to business.
The day of their 12th anniversary, but it certainly was a major factor. He ended her life just as he described on November 4th and kept her in the garage freezer for 3 more days before dialing 911 and admitting to his crime. That said, while increasing guilt could have played a part, the actual reason Joseph called was much more bizarre. According to him, Samantha was still somehow alive and conscious despite being shot in the head and spending 3 days in a freezer. He even described communicating with her through her blinking. The reason he called wasn't to turn himself in. Instead, he just wanted to ensure that she's taken to a hospital and saved before she passes away.
I thought I killed her. And I put her in the freezer out in the garage. Well, I checked on her tonight and she's not dead. She's got a big hole in the temple of her head. And to get her body moved around in there, I think I broke her wrist. You know, she was frozen from being in the thing. She's been in this thing 48 hours now. And this is no prank call. I need somebody to get out there and help her out. And you'll see her once you get in the garage. And she's a mess. She can't talk. I could get her to blink once.
Message, why did you pin your own message? I saw that. Hey, I saw that. You can't take it back. I saw that. Bro, if you're going to feel bad about it enough to hallucinate. Yo, chat, get his ass. Get his ass. Minor spelling mistake. Minor pinned message. Snap. Ouch. Ow, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, chat, does it ever happen to you where like your hair follicles get like sensitive and ache? Whoa, hold on, I gotta run my fingers through my hair. Wow. Ooh. Whoa. Oh. Yo. Whoa. Whoa, why are my follicles so sensitive? Whoa. Whoa. Like, my head was fine, but then I moved a piece of my hair and the freaking, like, the root, where the hair meets the scalp. It freaking, wow. It's like aching. Ooh. Whoa. But it feels so good to freaking, like, rub my head. Whoa. Mmm. Yeah, whoa. Ooh. Whoa, why does this feel like a good, like, stretch? Whoa. You know when you have, like, a good big stretch and it feels really satisfying? This is what it feels like right now. It's slightly painful, but it feels good. Whoa. Can we run our hands over the cute follicles? Yeah, sure. My hair's greasy right now, so there's nothing to lose from having your hands in it. If anything, I'll get your hands more greasy. Oh. Whoa. Maybe it's because my hair is greasy that it feels like this. Whoa. Oh, I don't. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, I'm just like working out my hair follicles. Wow. Chat! I gotta go to a freaking head spa in Japan! Whoa! I just remembered. Holy shit balls. If rubbing my own scalp feels good, I cannot imagine how like a freaking head spa massage would feel. She massaged the thought right out of her skull. Whoa. Do you think if I get a head massage, it'll make me smarter? It's a bit painful, but it feels good. Hey! Whoa. I want a massage. I get weekly massages. What the fuck? Yo, why does Slayer Duck live more luxuriously than I do? We gotta kill him. Can I tell you guys something? It might be TMI. No, I don't imagine it's TMI. It must be normal. You tell me, Slayer Duck, since you get weekly massages, whatever. Ouch. One time I've actually got a massage once. It was like in some freaking, I was on some holiday in the mountains. And we had like little spa stuff. And the massage felt good. But afterwards, I had such a bad tummy ache from when they were like pressing on my back. Is that normal? Nope. Have you even had a massage before? Head massage is very relaxing. It helps with headaches for me. Sounds nice. I want to get the whole treatment with like, ooh, nice hair treatments. Oh. I keep hearing this weird noise. Is it me? You sure that was a massage if you had a tummy ache afterwards? I was trying to step over the subject. It's not that I had a tummy ache. I had the shit. That was so funny. But the bathroom was very nice. It was a fancy resort spa. So, I don't know if I'll ever get a back massage again because I think I'm sensitive. The freaked up part is that it did feel good. Back massage felt good. It's just like they were pushing on my freaking guts, I guess. Stop! Anyways, I want to get a head spa. Ooh, maybe a facial. Your laughing voice is so adorable. Oh, stop. Stop. Don't fart in their face when getting a massage. I didn't even think about that. That is why I don't know if I'll ever be able to get a Brazilian. Anyways. So. Yeah, so. The gist of that side quest, I need to find out where I can get a head spa. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, back to spouse murderers. Yeehaw!
Yes, blink twice means no.
The gist of it was Q had the shit if she gets too relaxed. No, it's because they were pushing on my back. And when you push on my back, they're pushing on my freaking, my gut. They're doing all their, like, swirls and shit. Dude, isn't it so funny that boys have their clitoris in their ass? Ooh, on TikTok, oh, shitballs, what's the show called? Trigon Stampede? I know, on TikTok I saw a good MPreg comment about it. I saw a good MPreg comic about it. Stop giving me Slayer Dog fodder. There's a lot of things I want to say, but I'll refrain from doing so. Yeah, you better! Let's talk more about the prostate. Wow. Trigon versus Stampede of the MC. Yeah, and I saw him pregnant. It was, oh, what is it called? Slice of life, I guess? Anarchists when they find out they have a prostate. prostate farm.
And, so I told her I'm going to go around the road 10, 15 miles. I'm going to call 911 and get you some help out here. I thought she'd been dead 2 days, and when I checked on her, she was still alive. She's been frozen for 2 days. She's frozen solid. It's amazing she's still alive.
He refused to give any information about what caused him to do this, and also made it clear that he had no intentions of getting arrested. He was apparently driving away from the home when he dialed 911. He also claimed to have left the home unlocked so officers would have an easy time getting in, before ending the call with a declaration of his love for his presumably still alive wife, stating, "I love her. I still love her. I've loved her every day I've been married to her. We
That's why you shot her in the head.
just had a rough stretch here." By the time officers arrived at his address, Joseph himself was nowhere to be found. They cautiously entered the garage and found the freezer he had described. However, its contents were far more gruesome than he had revealed. Joseph had partially dismembered Samantha's remains so they could fit in the small freezer. Analyzing them also made it clear that she was indeed dead and had been for multiple days. Put simply, Joseph seeing her blink was nothing more than a delusion, one he possibly developed as a coping mechanism for what he had done. This also meant that he was mentally unstable and likely had a firearm on him, making him a danger to anyone who crossed his path. This resulted in him becoming a part of Tennessee's top 10 most wanted list, with a team of investigators working every second to find his location. After successfully pinging his cell phone and searching for many more hours, Joseph was spotted driving south on the I-24 highway at around 3:24 p.m.
Really?
Officers rushed to his location and after a short pursuit managed to pull him over. But before they could apprehend Joseph, he decided to turn his firearm on himself, ending everything and escaping the consequences of his heinous actions against Samantha.
What a loser.
On the morning of January 7, 2007, the Vancouver, Washington Police Department received one of the most bizarre 911 calls
Vancouver, Washington? Where are we? What's happening right now?
in the state's history.
911, how may I help you?
I'm Dylan Peterson, and I just killed 2 people.
Who did you kill?
Matthew Nagel and Mrs. Nagel, I guess.
At around 7 a.m., 25-year-old Dylan Peterson dialed 911 and casually admitted to committing a double homicide. He sounded disinterested, almost bored while describing the details of what he did.
Oh. Just above Oregon, which is above Cali, there's more than one Vancouver. I don't think places should have the same names. I think that should be illegal.
And how did you kill them?
Vancouver, with a knife.
Are they there too?
Not anymore.
Where are they at?
Well, they're here physically, but they're not here, spiritually.
Their bodies are there?
Yeah.
Who are they to you?
Who are they to me?
Uh-huh.
No one.
At the same time, he also had the tone of someone seeking attention and validation for their actions. Like when the dispatcher stayed calm and continued typical protocol through the process of gathering as much information as she could, Dylan started becoming audibly annoyed. He clearly wanted to talk more about what he did.
What?
How do you spell your first name?
How do I spell it for Dylan?
Dylan. And what's your middle initial, Dylan?
R.
And your date of birth?
Come on, I just killed 2 people.
As police would later find out, Dylan wasn't
What a freaking loser. Come on, dude, I just killed 2 people. Come on, dude.
lying about the murders. The 2 people he killed were his friend Nick Nagel's 45-year-old mother Sandra and 15-year-old younger brother Matthew. Dylan was enrolled at the Western Culinary Institute in Portland and was renting
They're chefs.
a room with the Nagel family while he attended college. As he described the situation on his confession call, one thing became clear.
Oh, I need to know my birthday. You're gonna give me a present? Yeah.
Dylan had no intention of running away. However, one thing that remained vague till the very end was his motivation for committing this violent crime.
I killed 2 people. It's awful.
Why did you kill them?
Why?
Uh-huh.
Why? Oh, come on. I killed 2 people.
I understand that,
You
Dylan.
got that?
Yes.
I killed 2 people. I
Okay.
killed them.
Why did you kill them?
Why?
Yes.
Because.
Because why?
Because I was born to.
When officers arrived at the scene, they found Dylan near the front door, just as he'd mentioned on the call. They instructed him to come out of the house with his hands above his head.
Yeah, bro is not there mentally. Something is up.
And he complied without saying a single word. He didn't resist arrest or say anything in defense. Inside, officers found the bloody remains of his 2 victims with signs of a struggle from both. Unfortunately, we'll likely never know what happened that day. Dylan later accepted a plea deal to avoid the death penalty in exchange for over 57 years in prison, all without ever talking about his motive or presenting any argument to justify his actions. From what we know, this was a random, tragic act of violence from a deeply mentally unwell man. The way he calmly confessed to everything without a shred of remorse bordered on psychopathy.
There are 2 people dead, and it's bloody, and it's gross.
Okay, how long ago did you do this?
After I knew both of them were dead? No.
How long ago did that happen? Are you sure that they're
How
dead?
long ago?
Yes.
Oh, poor Sandy just stopped breathing. Poor Sandy just stopped breathing. Poor
Okay.
Sandy.
That said,
Oh. Yeah, he sounds... Ugh. He doesn't sound... Something is up inside of his head. Hey. Alright. Yeah, that's definitely crazy, alright.
Dylan was never formally diagnosed.
Wow. Just
On December
avoided a
31st,
diagnosis.
1980, the 911 dispatch center in St. Paul, Minnesota received an anonymous call about a potential murder at around 3 a.m. The person on the other end sounded hysterical as they described the situation.
Yes, please, this is an emergency. Please send a squad to Pierce Butler Road, Molenberg Manufacturing Company, machine shop. Please, there's an ambulance too. There's a girl hurt there.
Can you tell me what happened to her?
Just hurry, she's laying on the ground in the back by the railroad tracks, by the edge here. Hurry.
What's the address?
I don't know.
Who are you?
This almost sounded like a
Oh, I
prank
know.
call, but when officers arrived at the provided
Why does he sound so weird? I didn't want to say it, so I'm glad you did. He sounds like a Muppet. But we don't know who this guy is. He might be the killer, who knows? Like he's forcing it. Yeah, he didn't sound panicked. He just sounded like... You know? Like he just sounded like he was making a sound.
location, they discovered 20-year-old Karen Poddock lying in the snow. She had extreme, repeated blunt force trauma to the head and was fully unconscious. The chances of her surviving were slim to
I can confirm I've never seen this before. Let's freaking glow. Hell yeah! What is that smell? It smells good. It's like mashed potatoes or butter chicken. Mmm.
none. But she was rushed to the hospital, and in what can only be
Cute when she hasn't showered in a week. Let's get a whiff and test out that hypothesis. No! Nothing! This is freaked up, dude. I don't even smell like anything. Where's my musk? Ugh. That's so messed up. I'll try the other side. Ooh, a little musk. Mmm.
Described as a miracle, Karen actually managed to recover and resume normal life, though at the cost of some permanent brain damage and loss of her memories surrounding what happened. If that anonymous caller hadn't reached out for help, she likely would have passed away before anyone else found
At least she's alive, though. Let's go.
her. However, what seemed like an act of kindness by a good Samaritan concealed a far darker truth below the surface. It wasn't until June 1981 that this truth began to emerge, when the same person with the hysterical voice called again with a very straightforward confession.
Oh yeah. Finally, I just stabbed somebody with an ice pick. I can't stop myself. I keep killing somebody.
30 minutes later, a group of kids discovered human
Why does bro sound like that, though? Yo, what's up, big anime girl milkers? Enjoy the show. Welcome to the Muppets. Kermit fell in hard times. Kermit, come on! You can't bring Miss Piggy back, but don't stoop that low.
remains hidden in a bush while playing in Minneapolis,
Wow.
the neighboring city to St. Paul. This turned out to be an 18-year-old student named Kimberly Compton who just moved to Minneapolis that same day to start a new life. Sadly, by the time officers arrived at the scene, it was already too late. A later autopsy report revealed that she had 61 stab wounds across her body, highlighting the sheer cruelty of the act. All of these wounds were also inflicted with an ice pick, pretty much confirming that the person who called half an hour earlier was the one who did this to Kimberly. The top priority right now was to figure
Oh yeah, this was in the 80s, so they couldn't even just go find him.
out who this person was. This revelation also made investigators rethink the Karen incident. Could it be that this killer was the one who attacked her as well, and only called because he thought Karen was for sure dead? Fortunately, they didn't have to wonder for long, because just a few days later, the potential killer called again.
Don't talk, just listen. I'm sorry what I did to Compton. I couldn't help it. Don't know why I had to stab her. I am so upset about it. I keep getting drunk every night. I can't believe it. It's just like a big dream. I can't think of being locked up. If I get locked up, I'll kill myself. I'd rather kill myself than get locked up. I'll try not to kill anybody else.
This call almost made him sound remorseful of his action.
Murder Kermit ASMR. Solitary confinement for this idiot.
However, as investigators would later find out, this was nothing more than an act to seem more innocent than he actually was. Things stayed calm for over a year, until another woman's remains were discovered along the banks of the Mississippi River on the 6th of August, 1982. She had similar ice pick stab wounds to Kimberly and had likely been floating in the river for at least a day. This turned out to be 40-year-old Barbara Simmons. A postal worker found her purse in a post box near the river, allowing investigators to identify her remains. That lead then took them to a bar where Barbara was seen talking to a man before leaving with him on her last day. After talking to eyewitnesses, this man was identified as 38-year-old Paul Michael Stefani, a St. Paul resident. Investigators began monitoring Paul for evidence while also releasing recordings of his calls to news networks, hoping someone who knew him would come forward with a tip. The media dubbed him the weepy-voiced killer due to his distinct tone on calls. Though apprehending him continued to prove difficult, investigators needed some solid evidence, or at least probable cause, to make their first move. Luckily, Paul provided that
Hades creep murderer. It all goes hand in hand.
opportunity himself on August 21 when he tried to lure in and attack 21-year-old Denise Williams. But Denise managed to successfully fight back. She ended up injuring Paul and escaped with the help of a passing stranger. Paul, on the other hand,
Hey guys, what's up? Hey! Lemmy, thank you so much for the raid. Don't worry about that. We're just watching videos, hanging out. Thank you so much for the raid, Lemmy. Check it out. Pon, thank you so much for indoctrinating Lemmy. Here, I got it. Check this out. Look at this. Get freaked myself. Thank you so much, Lemmy. And thank you, Pon, for indoctrinating Lemmy. Mwah. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome to the place. Stuff is happening. I hope you had a good stream. Yeah, welcome on in. I love watching videos too. We're currently watching. I had to take it off because I didn't want to look at this freako. We're watching 4 most disturbing 911 confessions by... Hello? By Chilling Scares. We're finding out why this guy's killing people. He was beaten up by the victim. He tried to attack. She beat him up, so let's go. Thank you for joining us. Let's freaking kill these guys.
She ended up injuring Paul and escaped with the help of a passing stranger. Paul, on the other hand, returned home and tried to call an ambulance for himself. And that's when his luck ran out. The emergency dispatcher recognized his voice from the news segments, resulting in a police car showing up right beside the ambulance and arresting Paul on the spot. He stood trial in 1983, and while he managed to evade any charges for Karen and Kimberly due to insufficient evidence, he was charged with the murder of Barbara and the attempted murder of Denise. Paul was eventually convicted on both counts and sentenced to 58 years in prison, but that's not where his story ended. You see, Paul found out that he was dying of cancer in 1997 and had only a few more months to live at best. So, in a move no one saw coming, he not only confessed to the Karen and Kimberly cases, but also named a 5th victim that the police didn't even know about, 33-year-old Kathleen Greening. He eventually died in June 1998, marking the end of the weepy-voiced killer.
What a loser! Loser.
On the morning of December 9, 2010, police in...
See, that's one thing that brings them all together. They're all losers.
Naples, Florida received a heartbreaking 911 call from a 14-year-old boy desperately seeking help.
Okay, what is your name?
Alex.
Alex, what's going on?
My parents were shot.
Your what?
My parents were shot.
Your parents were shot?
Yes.
Stay on the line, okay? Alex, how old are you?
I'm 14.
14, where are they now?
They're in the bathroom.
This was an all-around terrible situation to be
Alex did
in.
it.
But here's the thing. Alex's parents weren't shot by an intruder or something along those lines. In a shocking twist, Alex claimed that he was the one who shot his own parents. However, he also claimed that it wasn't on purpose and that he did it in his sleep. According to him, he woke up in his parents' bedroom with a firearm in his hand and both parents bleeding in the bathroom.
Okay, who shot your parents?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
Okay, stay on the line with me, okay?
Okay.
Let's get you some help. Was it an incident, Alex? How did this happen, sweetie?
I don't know.
You don't know?
First thing I was sleeping, the next thing I know, I had a gun in my hand, my pants on the ground.
Okay. Alex, is there anyone else in the house with you, sweetie?
Oh, you gotta hurry.
Huh?
You gotta hurry.
We're on the way, okay?
The dispatcher then gathered as much as she could while also instructing him to go outside and wait for the officers to arrive. The call lasted about 10 more minutes, during which Alex stayed adamant that he didn't know how it all happened. He also tried calling out to his parents multiple times, but they weren't responding. Aside from tragic, the whole situation was extremely bizarre, something that would stay a part of this case as it moved forward. The officers arrived just before 9 p.m. and immediately rushed inside to check up on Alex's parents, 40-year-old Thomas and 39-year-old Kelly. Sadly, both of them had passed away by that point. They had a single gunshot wound each, and the firearm was in the bathroom with them. Alex was taken into custody and was later charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. He was also tried as an adult, resulting in him getting sentenced to 20 years in prison, with the earliest possible release in August 2028. However, despite pleading no contest to the charges, Alex never changed his story. So, what happened here? Did he actually shoot his parents while sleepwalking? Well, it's unlikely. Reports of people committing heinous crimes while sleepwalking aren't exactly new and date all the way back to the mid-1800s. However, none of these cases included any real evidence to prove the sleepwalking claim. Examining them closely shows that they were essentially hoaxes the criminals created to avoid accountability for their heinous.
Rose Barber hates him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, why'd they take his eyebrows too? Was that necessary? What was going on in bro's eyebrows? Bro's barber needs to be locked up. Lock up the barber! Yo, why'd they take his eyebrows? That's messed up. That's so messed up. Hold on, I gotta burp. I did it quietly. He has a midlife crisis balding head with that herring. Like, it literally looks like it. It looks like he's balding. It's messed up. Somehow he has a receding hairline and is balding at the same time. Damn, dude. Damn. On the charge of haircut, he's guilty. Shit, dude. Yep. Maybe he was sleep eating his hair, so they cut it off. Maybe he sleep cut off his eyebrows, hair, both. Why not? Yeah, bro looks villainous. I know you can't judge a book on its cover, but his cover is not doing him any favors.
Actions. This is obviously not to say that sleepwalking isn't a real thing. It most certainly is, and people suffering from it can do some fairly complex looking tasks. However, almost all of these tasks are a part of that person's daily routine, like brushing their teeth, dressing up for work, eating, and in some rare cases even driving while still asleep. But in Alex's case, he somehow found his way into his parents' bedroom, located the firearm in the closet, loaded it, perfectly aimed at, and shot both parents individually before waking up. This is simply too complex of a task to perform while sleepwalking. Not to mention the fact that Alex had no history of a sleep disorder.
His barber literally hates him. What the hell is that? What is that? What is that? Whoa! Whoa, dude! You can count the right angles on that shit. Oh my god. That's so bad. I don't even know what to say. I can't even make a funny joke about it. That's just so bad. Wow. Holy crap. Even he's looking at it. He's not looking at him. He's looking at his hair. Jesus. What would you even describe that haircut? We gotta keep... I can't look at this anymore. We gotta keep going just so I don't have to see this.
Prior to this incident. Another oversight in this explanation is how both of his parents were conveniently in the bathroom together when it all went down. There was also a small chance of an external influence, like someone older somehow convincing Alex into ending the lives of his own parents. But from what I was able to find, the investigators found no clues pointing in that direction. This leaves the most obvious and also the most likely theory, that Alex did this due to how his parents were treating him. During the trial, he went through psychological evaluation twice, and while the full results were never made public, Alex's attorney claimed that what drove him to kill his parents was a psychological component that doctors have identified, which does not excuse criminal conduct, but helps explain it. It doesn't confirm anything outright, but it does suggest that Alex may have had a plausible motivation. An interview with a neighbor also provided more insight into their
Why did they charge him as an adult at 14 though? That's messed up.
day-to-day lives, with them describing Alex's parents as controlling. They also mentioned an incident where Alex got in trouble for lying, stealing, and trying to run away from home, and how it ended with Alex being grounded inside the home for a long time. However, many neighbors questioned by investigators also argued that this was normal parental behavior and that nothing they did crossed the line. So, while the theory that Alex committed the crime as an act of revenge is the most plausible, there is still little evidence to support it. The only one who knows the truth of what really happened that morning is Alex himself.
What the hell is this treehouse looking ass house? This is the type of shit you build in The Sims to torture them in an eternal maze. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, this is the first Minecraft house you make. Wow. Most 14-year-olds know murder is illegal. We can make exceptions.
And I doubt he'll come clean now after already being sentenced and with so much time having passed.
Guess what video we're watching next? 5 most disturbing 4chan threads. Shishi. 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 Guys, let's check it out. We don't have to watch it all. Let's just see where they are. Picked up white boy doing sumo.
Hello and thank you for joining us on Grand
Welcome.
Sumo Highlights. It's day 15, the final day of the January tournament at the Ryogok Kokuikan. It's been a topsy-turvy contest and the champion...
Wait a minute. That's not Shishi. That's Ao-Nishiki. Wow, guys, Ao-Nishiki's in the lead. Ao-Nishiki and Atami Fuji. Damn. Damn, Shishi isn't in the leaderboard. That's messed up. I can't tell my white boys apart.
is still open to 6 Dikishi.
Okay, let's see who wins. Ao-Nishiki or Atami Fuji. Okay. Okay. Ooh, let's see if that one guy still has only 1 win. 6-8, what about 6-7? Ooh. Yikes. Ooh, Hatsuyama. Yeah. Ooh, rough. Ooh. Yeah, where's 6-7? None. It's impossible to have 6-7. No. Okay. Why is this guy yellow? Hello? Bout of the day. This isn't the bout of the day. Wait a minute. Atami Fuji. Isn't that the guy that was in the leaderboard? Yeah, that's Atama Fuji's in the... Alright. So, if both Ao Nishiki and Atama Fuji win their matches, then they both become the winners. Ooh. Most replayed. We gotta see that one. Wait, I wanna see if this guy wins or loses.
Co-leader Atami Fuji 11-3. They've met twice in the third highest Makushita division back in 2021.
Dragonfly.
But this is their very first encounter on top division soil.
Okay.
Atami Fuji eyes his very first championship
that white
to
woman
become
in
the
the
first
audience.
ever man from Shizuoka Prefecture to hoist the Emperor's Cup.
White woman.
Oshomi is still competing in his second Makunochi Basho, but has a golden opportunity here to take down this man, Atami Fuji.
Atami Fuji. Which one's Atami Fuji?
In deep is Atami Fuji. Right hand inside for the man in red. Oshomi in trouble, and Atami Fuji secures
Down.
win number 12.
Okay, easy. Atami Fuji freaking wins. Easy peasy. Oh no, Shishi. Damn, dude, Shishi went on a losing streak after that. I'm sorry, Shishi. We got bigger stuff to watch. Wakataka Kawata. I love him. Okay, now why does this one?
In their history by a slim
Didn't
65
keep both guys
margin.
on the prize.
He blasted
Love
out
to kill him.
Tomokaze yesterday and snapped his 3-bout losing streak. Ura
Any
marked his
white women
400th
in the
career win
audience?
on day 14.
I don't see white women.
Ura trying to snuggle into Tamashi's kitchen. They separate. Double hand attack by Tamawashi. Tamawashi making sure Ura is right in front of him. Ura now has that left hand inside. But as Tamawashi went forward, Ura slips to the right
You almost killed that
and
guy!
sends him out into the crowd.
almost killed that
It's a
other guy!
Hiotoshi victory for Ura.
Oh my god.
Tamawashi losing balance,
Whoa.
but he seems all right. Ura scores win number 4 and walks away from this tourney in high
Damn. Ura did really bad in this whole tournament, but he went out on a high note. Holy shit. Whoa.
fashion.
Imagine the smell. Oh.
It's
Do you think they have, like, roll cleaning techniques? Where is our hooked up white boy? So, if there is two people at the same points on the top, do they win? Do they both win? Here it is, bout of the day. I love it when Al-Nishiki just stands there like that. They show the roll cleaning techniques on their picture. That's a foul! Okay, let's see what Al-Nishiki pulls off here.
Kotozakura 8-6 takes on his counterpart Ao Nishiki, who holds an 11-3 record.
Counterpart.
Now, checking their history, Ao Nishiki holds a 3-1 edge after
was that?
beating his opponent 3 times in a row from last July. The Ukrainian Dynamo needs to win here to force a playoff with Atami Fuji and keep his chances
They
alive
do
for
playoffs.
back-to-back titles.
Hold on. Back-to-back titles, so Al Nishiki won the 2025 tournament. Oh, Nishiki is your age. Get freaked.
And keep his chances alive for back-to-back
Whoa.
titles. Kotozakura hit the deck fighting Yokozuna in back-to-back days.
Whoa, that guy has
Can he stand as a
4
wall
boobies.
against his fierce
I don't even
Ozeki
have
counterpart?
2.
In low is Aonishiki. Aonishiki trying to get an inside position, but Kotozakura moving around the dohyo well has that left-hand outside grip. But much lower is Aonishiki, and the Ukrainian connects for a playoff.
Nishiki! So now that means Nishiki and the other guy are gonna go to the playoffs. That's so awesome. They're gonna have a 1v1 to see who becomes the champion. Wow. How hard do you think those MFs hit? Like they could knock me out with a slap? Oh, I don't doubt that for one moment. Shit, dude. A freaking freight train coming right at you. Wow. So, are they gonna do the playoffs now? They do! Holy shit, they're gonna do the playoffs now!
Onosato by Yorikiri frontal
I
force
thought
out.
that there was gonna be another video. They're gonna do it another week. They're doing the playoffs now.
That's the final match under
We're gonna
regulation.
find out who becomes the champion.
All right, the two preparing in the
Aw.
dressing room
He has
for
a guy doing his
the
hair.
big
That's
playoff. Aonishiki, can he go back to
cute.
back?
Aw.
Atami Fuji, can he be the first?
Oh my god. I can't even do that. Why is this guy standing there like that? Stop. Literally NPC pose. Big man funny? No, not funny. Did you see the way they bounced? Yeah.
First man from Shizuoka Prefecture to clinch a title.
Wow.
The fans
You know
in
what? I feel like I might be rooting for the other guy. Since Nishiki won last year's tournament, and he just said that if this other guy wins, he'll be the first guy from his prefecture. So I think I'm kind of rooting for that guy then.
Ryogo Kogikan.
Holy
Great.
shit! Wow, it's crowded! Wow.
Ready for the final bout of this January tournament.
Wow.
It's the Yusho playoff.
Shit, dude. Whoa. Just a mouthful, please.
Aonishiki, will he go back to back from November? Or will it be
just looks so
Atami Fuji
soft.
securing his very first championship? Here we go. Nice hit by Atami Fuji. Right hand inside for Aonishiki. Trying to raise Aonishiki's center of gravity is Atami Fuji. Atami Fuji in red. Right hand inside. Now look at Aonishiki going for that kubinage headlock throw at the 11th hour and taking down the Maegashita 4. It's a Yusho for the Ukrainian in his Ozeki debut. We haven't seen a Shin Ozeki capture the title in 20 years since Hakuho did. 20 haven't seen a Shin Ozeki capture the title in 20 years since Hakuho did. A great fight by Atami Fuji.
Shit balls.
Aonishiki
Aonishiki won.
slides in that right hand, has that deep grip, trying to raise his center of gravity
God.
over and over. But
No, don't tell me that other guy's crying. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. No. Don't tell me that. No. No. I don't want to watch anymore. I want to see this anymore. No. Oh no. We gotta see the big trophy.
Atami Fuji can't.
No, I feel so bad now.
Get it?
This is why I wouldn't be a good competition, because I'd win and then I'd feel so bad about the people that didn't win. No!
In a lower position than Aonishiki. Aonishiki now uses that left to strike
But Aonishiki,
and
I'm
hits
so
that
proud of
Kubinage
Aonishiki,
headlock
though.
throw. A very risky move there
I'm
at
so
the edge
proud of him.
over such a heavy opponent. But Aonishiki
I'm so
gets the
proud of
job done
Aonishiki.
with authority. Look at his left arm wrapping around
I'm so
Atami
proud
Fuji
of
to
you.
win by Kubinage.
Is he crying too? No, he just has a wet eyeballs.
Aonishiki
Look at the big
receives the
trophy he
Emperor's Cup
gets.
for the second time.
Damn.
Now
Damn. Damn, though. Second time he's been the... Damn. Damn. Big ass trophy. 2 years in a row. Oh no, no, I feel even more bad for the other guy. Aonishiki, save some for the rest of us. No! Oh god. No, no, no. No, I feel bad. No. This is why I can't watch sports. This is why I can't freaking watch sports, dude. Oh no, it's Q-Log time! Okay guys, it's time for Q-Log. Is he gonna cry about it? No, he's not. Naruto's chill. No, no, I don't want to see what he has to say at the end. I do not want to see that. Okay, I'll be back. Yo, Aonishiki is freaking cool as hell. Let's go, Aonishiki! When I go to Japan, I'll try to find Aonishiki merch. Okay, okay. I'll be right back. What's that meme that goes? Ouch. Whoa. Come on, gang. We got another chilling scares to watch. Me. Me. Me.
On March 18th,
Whoa.
2011.
Stop that. Okay, chat. Are you ready to learn about 5 most disturbing 4chan threads? No sound is coming out. I'm freaked. They're gonna kill me. There you go. Ouch. Ooh. Ouch. Ooh. Ouch. My scalp. I have to shower. I had a cough. Ah! Okay. 5 most disturbing 4chan threads. I don't have to shower because stinky. I have to shower because my hair is greasy and it hurts my scalp. I don't even smell like anything. I wish I was stinky because it smells good.
On March 18th, 2011, an anonymous user on 4chan's paranormal board made a post talking about a tunnel they just discovered under their house. We found this creepy tunnel in my basement and we have no idea where it goes or how deep it is. We have enough extension cords and a light, but we don't have any actual flashlights. What do we do, X? The
Go buy a flashlight, dingbat.
post also included a picture of the tunnel. Unfortunately, the original thread has since been lost to time, and none of the surviving archives contain any of the images. But based on other users' initial reaction, it likely wasn't very convincing. Some were still intrigued and wanted the OP to explore further, especially after they didn't find any matching images on the internet. And the OP obliged with another picture. OP here. We're gonna go exploring and take pictures on the way. We'll check back as long as we're not dead or anything. I went halfway and saw this. I'm going back and will post pics. However, this reply only made some users more suspicious. If you just discovered it and haven't explored it, you don't know how far halfway is. This suspicion only grew stronger when the OP vanished from the thread completely, leading others to joke that he might have died after going deeper into the tunnel. Now, this would normally be the end of a thread like this. Some would wait for the OP to return, but most would move on to the next post that catches their interest. However, just as the thread was about to fizzle out, it took a very disturbing turn. It started when someone posted a picture mocking the situation by showing the gory remains of a woman, jokingly claiming that it was OP. OP's dead body. This was then followed by a much more serious comment by user Name Goes Here. Where did you find this pic? It looks like my missing ex. Completely serious. She dropped off the face of the earth one day and nobody knows where she is. Not sure if you're serious, but if so, sorry for your loss, man. I'm serious. We didn't break up. She went missing. As mentioned earlier, the actual image was never archived.
Oh, this is just gonna be cave exploration. Rapes.
But from the crude jokes being made, as is typical on 4chan, it's clear that the woman in the picture had suffered an extremely gruesome fate as she was missing her eyes and lips. Despite its gruesome nature, however, most assumed it was unrelated and that the user Name Goes Here was simply making the backstory up.
I don't freaking get 4chan. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. It's so confusing. It's so bad. What do you even respond? What are these numbers for? Voted by. Number. What do you respond? Oh. Is this millennial website? The numbers are post ID. You know what's easier? Just having like freaking comment section. Little comment section. Millennials. Millennials and their forums.
Though it wasn't long before that attitude started to change. I'm losing it here. I just emailed the pic to our old city's police and oh god, I just don't know now. Oh god, man, you are serious. This is crazy. Yeah.
The way millennials type is so funny to me. And the whole point of 4chan is you can just go on and post shit. No account needed. At what cost? That was the equivalent of I'm shaking right now. Freaking literally. Millennial commenting is bad, but so is Gen Z. It's like a serious post talking about someone's mom who passed, and they're posting like reaction images and saying, "Oh my god, hugging my mom extra tight tonight." They're both stupid in their own ways, but yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. However, I do prefer doom scrolling to this because it's a lot easier to doom scroll than it is to pay attention to these threads. That's why it's addicting. Gen Z would be a 1-minute TikTok with a Family Guy scene. yeah, literally. Holy shit. Your innocence is the cost. Maybe that's why I'm still innocent. I was never on 4chan because it just freaking confused me. I can't even read this stuff. Can't even pay attention. Why are you guys talking like that? So I had no opportunity to get scarred by some gore posting. Yay! touched a dead body, though. More than what most 4chan Redditors can say.
Yes, I'm serious. I feel like I'm gonna puke any second. Some users were still skeptical of the whole story. I call BS on the girlfriend thing. Unless the pic was taken by a sick man, like the killer, one would have to assume the body was reported. Teeth are there, fingers are there, would have been ID'd, yeah? But there were also a few who now believed that name goes here.
A person dead body or animal dead body? I was being facetious. I wasn't being facetious, I was just lying. I've touched bones. I thought it'd be funny to call them a dead body. Oh, I have touched a dead animal body before. I was walking home from the school bus one day and I saw a dead mouse and I felt really sad, so I buried it. Seem to caught lying on stream again. Guys, let's invent new lies to lie about. I was the one who... Ooh. I was at the Louvre heist.
Was telling the truth and wanted to help him get to the bottom of this. This is too much. Seriously, where did you find this pic? Please. Dude, it's been in gore threads forever. The lack of greenery in the foliage and the decomposition of the corpse suggests that she's been there for a while. Since most of the plants are dead, it's probably winter. Since she's very, very deader than the plants, she probably died when it was warm. Tell me, name goes here, when did she go missing? I don't go into gore threads. The last time I talked...
Killed John Lennon. Kill John Lennon.
To her was in August of 08. Hate to break it to you, but I seen that girl in lots of gore threads. On top of that, the picture's been on the internet for a while. It's probably not your ex. Anything older than 2008? Like I said, I don't go into them, but I honestly pray that it's true that these are old and she just went into hiding or whatever. I've seen that picture around for a long time. I'm not sure if I saw it before 2008, but it's been around for a while. Wouldn't it make you feel better?
Look at this shit. Sexy, beautiful woman. This is just so confusing to look at. Technology, eat fuck ass. Wow.
To have closure on the situation if it actually was her.
Going on there right now. Holy shit balls, we gotta go on there right now. 4chan stream to Yowie. Wow.
It's been around for a while. Wouldn't it make you feel better to have closure on the situation if it actually was her? Even if it hurts you that she died, it's better than not knowing, right?
I love
Have you
Yowie.
spoken to her family? I don't know, I just don't know. Her mother didn't like me and is hospitalized with dementia anyway, and her father pulled the same thing a few years back. Just up and disappeared. The last contact I had with any of her family was her brother, but he died last year. Make a thread. Post pics of the girl in here, post pics of your ex-girlfriend. If she really is missing, it's not like it matters if you post her picture. Let the internet detectives get to work. What if some seriously messed up
You'll be the ambassador of the Yowie section in 4chan now? No. I've always just been a quiet observer in the Yowie spaces of the internet.
stuff is out there? Name Goes Here was a bit hesitant at first, not wanting to potentially dox his ex to random 4chan trolls. The last thing I need is 4chan to be messing with pics of my ex. How would you feel if this was your mother or sister, internet tough guys? I forwarded the pic to the proper authorities. But after some persuasion, he agreed with the users trying to help him and posted 2 partially censored pictures of his ex. But this only further solidified the potential outcome Name Goes Here was dreading the most. I'm so sorry. I wanted to say that it didn't look anything like her, but it really does to me. You blacked out some important features, like the distance between her eyes and the full length of her nose, but there are enough similarities. That jaw is dead on. I feel really uncomfortable about how close a match it is. Body type is a good match. Her left ear is a bit ambiguous, but I can't rule it out at 50-50. The tip of her nose is also a good match. Notice how the bridge of the dead girl's nose has a bit of a bump on it. That's a really distinctive feature, but we can't see that part on OP's pic because of the blackening. Can you confirm the bump is the same, OP? Maybe you could unblack just that part. Yes, bump on nose is there.
That's image use the sensor. No, that's he said that all of the pictures have been lost to time. So none of the pictures are even available anymore? So I have no idea what that stork is for.
She owned clothes like the ones on the body? She did. It kind of looks like the body has a tattoo on the hip. Did your girlfriend have one, and do you have pics if she did? Yes, she did, and almost in the same spot. If there was a picture of the tops of her wrists or her back, I would know for sure it was her. By this point, most people following this thread were convinced that the girl in the picture was Name Goes Here's ex, but with no information on the gore image's actual origin, there was little they could do to actually resolve the matter. They advised Name Goes Here to start a separate blog to post updates in case authorities came back with new information. After some deliberation, he set up a Tumblr page where most of the early posts were either
Tumblr? I thought these guys were on the opposite end of the internet. Tumblr's for crazy ladies and 4chan's for crazy guys. I guess they're combining for the greater good.
there are people asking for more details or offering help. Name Goes Here also posted 2 more partially censored pictures.
This is Tumblr pre-porn ban. Tumblr pre-porn ban was still for crazy ladies. I would know. Still pics I can't find that are lost to time. But I remember like the back of my hand. It was Reaper pinching Soldier 76's bum. And Soldier 76 was saying no pinch. I can't find it anymore. Soldier 67.
Of his ex on this page, which have been properly archived, giving us a chance to see what she looked like, though they did little to help the investigation. Then, in April 2011, he made an announcement stating, "Update coming tonight, back in town now, crazy." But the update never came. It wasn't until a month later that Name Goes Here returned to the Tumblr page, this time with a completely new story. "Sorry, lost the login info for this Tumblr. Couldn't stop thinking about this all. Went east to her hometown and eventually tracked down one of her friends. Last her friend had heard, ex was planning to move out of state. Friend hasn't heard from her in a while either, since just about the time I haven't. Did some digging and found marriage records from 2009 in her name in another state. And planning a trip there in a few days to see if anything turns up. Sorry it wasn't more exciting, Anons, if any of you are even still reading."
Once they start going into update number 7, I'm going this place now. Now it's just like a freaking ARG.
No mafioso or anything fun like that. The dealers I did know in her hometown who knew her didn't have any info either. I was hoping they'd at least heard or saw something. Quick info. Brother not dead. Found him after getting some useful info. Contacted him, was shocked to hear from me. Would not say anything about sister, my ex-girlfriend. Traveling back to the SE to find and confront him. I need closure. This already was quite strange. After nearly 3 years of silence, he conveniently uncovered details about her supposed marriage plans,
Ooh,
and the
yeah.
dead brother was somehow
That's why I love Chilling Spears. He conveniently uncovered it. Go Chilling! Yes.
still alive. The sudden shift set off alarm bells for those still following the story,
Yes.
which only grew louder with Name Goes Here's next 2 posts. Stop calling me. Stop talking. Leave me alone. Quit, quit, quit. I said I'd leave you alone. Now leave me alone. Quit, quit, quit. Stop, 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 stop. Go away, go away, go away. Stop, 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 stop. Finally quiet, and now I can go to sleep. Thank God no more talking, no more screaming, no more noise. So quiet. With that, Name Goes Here vanished from the internet, leaving readers guessing what was real and what was not, as this was a very ARG-like ending
Wait, none of that was real. None of it.
to a story that had felt extremely real up until this point. So, what really happened here? Was the OP
Baby's
ever
first
telling the
ARG.
truth? Or was this all one elaborate hoax or ARG? Well, the simplest answer would be that this was all a lie from the very beginning. It could even be that the
People on the internet never lie.
OP who started the original thread with the post about the tunnel, the user who posted the gory image, and Name Goes Here were all the same person. But from everything we've seen, the truth seems to be a lot more complex. Now, whether the girl in the picture was his ex is still up for debate, especially since we have no way of seeing the original images today. However, there is a strong chance that Name Goes Here was telling the truth from his perspective. As for the sudden shift in narrative in his Tumblr posts, most explain that by claiming his Tumblr account got hacked by someone else. You see, in a previous reply, Name Goes Here claimed that, quote, the authorities are just meh about the whole thing, like they know who's in the pic and it's not my ex. He possibly got the confirmation that it wasn't his ex, which he was going to announce after this post. But before he could do that, his account was hacked by someone else who wanted to turn this into an ARG of sorts. This fully explains why things ended the way they did. That said, this is nothing more than an educated guess. Whether or not the gore image really featured this guy's ex-girlfriend will likely remain a mystery for the foreseeable
You don't
future.
lie, right, Q? I've never lied in my life. Hehe.
I recently came across a very personal report that I never asked
What's an ARG? Alternate reality game? Like, shit, dude, I don't know. We'll have to watch a ARG video another time.
for, and it is honestly terrifying. Page after page of my most personal details, all pulled together by data brokers whose entire business model is buying and selling information about people like 15 days at aura.com/chillingscares. In those 2 weeks, Aura will get to work scrubbing your personal info off these data broker sites.
My Little Pony infection ARG. I don't think My Little Pony infections count as an ARG because ARG needs some sort of audience interaction.
On the night of August 26, 2012, 44-year-old Randy Lee Tenley got into a horrible accident near Flathead Lake in Montana. He was struck by a car on Highway 93 and passed away shortly after. But when first responders arrived at the scene, they were surprised to see him wearing a camouflage ghillie suit. These suits are usually worn by people in the military or hunters looking to blend in with their surroundings. So maybe he was hunting in the Flathead National Park nearby, but he didn't have any weapon or other hunting gear on him. The true reason for his disguise was far more unexpected than anyone could have imagined. According to one of his friends, Randy was trying to create a Bigfoot hoax. His plan was to get on the highway, convince a few passing drivers they'd just seen the Sasquatch, and leave before getting into any trouble. Unfortunately, the camouflage suit at night obviously made him near impossible to spot on the road, resulting in him getting hit by a car driven by a 15-year-old girl. He might have still survived.
Good job, Dingbat. I'm gonna wear a ghillie suit on the road at night. Wow. Wow. Good job.
The accident, but that chance dropped to zero when another 17-year-old driver failed to see him now lying on the highway and struck him a second time. By the time emergency services arrived at the scene, Randy was long gone. His friend explained that they had done similar things in the past, but nearly all of them were in much safer locations. Which raised the question, why did Randy take such a huge risk this time? This remained a mystery until people on the internet stumbled upon what seemed to be the answer.
My My bet is that he was suicidal or something. Who just lies in the middle of the road?
On 4chan of all places. On the 18th of July 2012, an anonymous user on 4chan's random board made a post stating,
You're at A&W? Give me a baby burger.
"Hey
Onion rings.
B, don't
Apple juice.
ask me how I know because I cannot tell you, but I have it on good authority that Bigfoot will be undeniably proven to exist by the end of August.
Oh, God.
It's all over. He's real. How does that make you feel? Anyone currently a believer?" Now, there is a small chance that this post and Randy's accident were entirely unrelated, but the details seem to align too perfectly for that to be the case. The dates are an exact match. The OP stated that Bigfoot would be proven by the end of August. The post was made in mid-July of 2012, and the car accident happened on August 26 of 2012. The post was either made by Randy himself or by someone who was in on the plan. He likely wanted to be seen by enough drivers to spark a widespread sighting and prove his 4chan prediction.
Any believers in chat? Bro died for stupid.
Right. Unfortunately, the plan backfired horribly, costing Randy his life in the process. In 2010, an anonymous 4chan user shared a disturbing encounter he had while exploring an abandoned house. The original thread has since been lost to time, but luckily someone managed to archive everything in a separate image before that happened. According to the OP, the incident happened back in 2009. One day in April or May, the OP and a few friends started drinking around noon before wandering around town looking for something to do. And that's when they noticed the dilapidated house next to the OP's home. OP had never seen anyone enter or leave that home, so it was likely vacant. It also had a sign out front with the word "condemned" written on it, which marked the house as unsafe to live in. However, this did little to stop the OP and his friends from wanting to explore the abandoned building. After looking around a bit, they entered through the collapsing garage and forced open the door leading inside. The whole thing was a complete mess, with trash and scattered items everywhere. But even that didn't prepare the OP and his friends for what they were about to discover. They started the exploration with the basement, and it was already off to a strange start. It had a single large table in the middle with a model train set on top. They then continued exploring the rest of the house, and it kept getting creepier with each step. The furniture and shelves had a very vintage design, even for an already old house, and nearly every patch of floor and table surface was covered in trash. But not just any trash. Most of these were specifically either glass bottles or cans of alcohol and soft drinks. Whoever was living in this house clearly had an addiction. Going deeper into the house, OP reached a door separating the kitchen from the living room. By this point, OP had become quite comfortable with the idea of exploring this house in its entirety, so he opened the door with confidence, only to see the last thing he expected inside. It was a swinging door, and when I opened it, I caught a glance of a figure sitting in a chair facing away from me. All I knew is that someone was in the house and we were trespassing. I quickly turned around, and while walking towards the back door, I told my friends in a whisper, "There is somebody here," and we all ran out. But they were all quite inebriated at this point. So after calming their nerves a bit, one of the friends managed to convince the others that it was likely just some junkie squatter and that they should kick him out, resulting in the group making their way back into the house. However, things did not go as expected.
Why would you want to mess with a junkie?
When we made it to the kitchen, Vinny was the first to open the door this time to the living room. The rest of us stood back and just watched him watch the figure in the chair. Vinny swung the door shut, looked at us, and said, "That's a dead body." We all looked at him in shock, as it was obvious that he was serious. We all trickled into the living room and gathered around the body. His skin was black, even though we found out later he was white and was sitting in a chair facing the front of the house. It was obvious that he had been there for a while. The smell near the body was almost unbearable. We needed to cover our mouths and noses with our shirts like respirators. This made Vinny and I sober up really quickly. There was a complete silence between our group of four while we observed the body. Nobody said a word. The original 4chan thread also included several pictures of this deceased man. And while I can't show them on YouTube due to how gruesome they are, they're clearly way too real looking to be fake. More importantly, I couldn't find any of them on the internet prior to the OP's thread, strongly suggesting that he took the photos himself and that his story was likely true. Another detail that made the story feel more believable were the pictures of the deceased man's journal, where he'd noted down things like the daily temperature and what he ate and drank that day. A Reddit user later suggested that it was likely a drinking journal, one that groups like Alcoholics Anonymous assigned to people trying to quit their addiction. Sadly, it didn't seem to work.
Whoa.
Given the sheer amount of empty alcohol bottles and beer cans in his home, he'd probably been struggling with alcohol addiction for a very long time. His immune system was likely already decomposed from years of excessive drinking. And since he didn't have anyone else to take care of him, even a minor illness tragically turned fatal, as the final entry in his journal stated, "Sick as heck, flu, can't eat." He likely passed out from exhaustion on his chair and never woke up again.
Yeah, shit, dude. How did nobody find him, though? Was his mortgage all paid off? Who knows?
Fearing they might get charged for breaking in, the OP ended up submitting an anonymous tip to authorities. This also allowed the OP to speak with the responding officers without having to worry and learn a few more details about the man's life. "I talked to one of the cops and he said that the guy's family would have them check up on the guy from time to time to make sure he was doing alright. Apparently he wanted nothing to do with his family, but they stopped doing so. He just wanted to be left alone."
Well, he got his wish.
On the 12th of March 2013, at exactly 1:52 p.m., an anonymous post appeared on 4chan's random board with the OP detailing a horrific crime he was about to commit, reading, "Hey B, it's time. My name is Neil McInnes, and I go to New River Community College in Christiansburg, Virginia, 10 minutes away from Virginia Tech. I'm gonna give y'all the details because the news never gets it right." He then went on to talk about the firearm he was going to use on the school, and his lack of experience with that weapon. He also included the link to a website where he was planning to broadcast his crime live, before ending the post with a rant that exposed his desire to become famous. "Anyways, this is not a high score game, but actually a lesson. That's why I'm at school. Want to see my e-portfolio / what I look like? www.nrccstudents.org/McInnesN. Also, pick related. I'm here at school writing this. Wish me luck." However, despite the ominous nature of this confession, it didn't gain much attention at first. You see, posts like these are a dime a dozen on 4chan, where trolls make up all sorts of stories just for some attention. Unfortunately, Neil wasn't lying.
Yo, there's a guy shooting at the New River Mall right now. He's shooting a shotgun at the mall right now.
Okay, stay on the line.
He told us to get out of the way. He said, leave now. He's just trying to shoot at the mall right now. He's shooting at the school right now.
You said at the NRV Mall, right?
At the NRV Mall, yes.
Okay, where is he at in the mall?
He's at the school right now. Everyone's running out of school right now. He's shooting up people right now.
Just 3 minutes after his 4chan post, Neil ran into the New River Community College campus, located inside the New River Valley Mall, and started attacking everyone he came across. Luckily, his inexperience with the firearm turned out to be a blessing for his potential victims. He forgot to disengage the safety while trying to shoot at his first few targets, giving them the time to escape. By the time he started actually firing, most of those people had fled to safety. Over the next 4 minutes, he ran around the campus looking for more targets.
Christiansburg 911, where's your emergency?
Hi, someone was trying to the New River Community College with a shotgun. Told everyone to run.
New River Community College with a shotgun?
Yes, ma'am.
He was able to shoot 2 students during this time, Taylor Sharp and Christina Bozergein, before getting tackled and detained by an off-duty security guard. Fortunately, despite suffering grave injuries, both of his victims managed to survive after months of
Let's go! You freaking loser.
recovery. As for Neil, he was arrested shortly after and was charged with 2 counts of malicious wounding and 2 counts of using a firearm. The reason he did the attack is still unknown, but he pleaded guilty to all 4 felony charges and
Gotta kill this guy. Come on, Chad, let's get him.
received a total sentence of 68 years, with 30 years suspended, leaving 38 years in prison. The only silver lining is that his incompetence and the guard's bravery allowed the incident to be resolved quickly, without any fatalities.
Yeah, good job, security guard. Hell yeah.
On the 7th of July 2013, a post on 4chan's paranormal board captured everyone's attention, sparking a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. It read, "Hey X, my dad bought a CD at a computer expo in Rochester, New York a few years back. The CD itself was for some engineering software, but there was
I wanna get a CD shit. Get CDs. I wanna have a big old CD book.
a second CD inside the CD case. There was no design or writing on it, and the CD was a .zip file called Station. Inside is a Blender game with a bunch of .dll files. The game itself is very strange. I don't want to ruin much, but it's a very crudely made game that takes place at some sort of field with 2 buildings. The goal is to escape the entities that are chasing you. Once they touch you, the game closes. He then followed this up by asking users to reply with their emails so he could send the game to them directly. This sounded like a textbook phishing scam to either distribute a virus or at least gather a bunch of email addresses for some nefarious purpose. Of course we'll give you our emails so you can send us
2 buildings? That's more than 1.
junk. Why not? But to everyone's surprise, OP returned 25 minutes later with a public MediaFire download link. And after passing it through antivirus software, some users actually played the game and shared their findings with the others. It was a first-person 3D game with a crude horror aesthetic. Booting up the game immediately spawned the player in an empty warehouse of sorts, where the only identifiable features were the gas tanks outside the building, a dark road with a handful of low-resolution trees, and a pier that went nowhere. The entire time, it played the track you're hearing now. A few minutes after the start, the game played a loud noise and spawned a spherical floating face that chased the player around the map. The goal was to avoid the face at all costs. If it ever touched the player, the game instantly crashed, ending the session. If the player somehow managed to successfully avoid the face for long enough, the game would escalate the difficulty by spawning multiple different faces. And that was all there was to it. It was a short, creepy game, but nothing too remarkable or interesting. That is, until 4 days later when a user discovered a set of coordinates hidden in one of the outer walls. Putting these into Google Maps took users to a random warehouse in the middle of Siberia, Russia. The closest civilization to this warehouse was the diamond mining town of Murny, which is known for having the 2nd largest man-made hole in the world. How any of this connected to Station.exe was still a complete mystery, though a closer look at the real warehouse confirmed that it wasn't a coincidence, since the actual building had an eerily similar layout to the warehouse in-game. What made this even more strange was that there was no street view footage of this location. The whole town was also guarded by the Russian military, where outsiders are not allowed, so whoever created this game was likely a resident of Murny themselves. However, this is where the confirmed clues from Station.exe stopped. Over the upcoming weeks and months, several more clues were discovered, but none of them were ever proven to actually be from the game. Like someone finding an SSTV or slow scan television file, which was supposedly hidden in the game's code. SSTV, for those who don't know, is a file format that allows users
to— right, hidden where? Show your work, how'd you find these clues? Driving home responsibly. Alright, good luck with that. There's a cat on the road! Yeah, or something along those lines.
Transmit and receive still images over radio waves. Decoding this SSTV image led to another set of coordinates pointing to the middle of nowhere in another part of Russia. Another user claimed to have found the URL for a site called semperprotonam.com within the game. This site has since been deleted from the internet, but back then opening this link led to a password-protected site containing images of debunked alien sightings, old military operations, and a copy of Station.exe. Though, according to the site's owner, it's nothing more than a storage site for him to save files he thought were needed or were in danger of disappearing. The reason it had a copy of Station.exe was simply because he found it interesting and wanted to preserve it for the future. However, this did little to stop people from digging up new clues and trying to find a connection with the game, with some truly out-there theories linking the game to things like shady medical research, human experimentation, and organ trafficking happening at the—
People just want to feel like they're a part of something cool, bigger than they are. Because back in this day, it was uncovering mysteries on the internet. Now it's VTubers.
real location the game was based off. Yet none of these theories included any actual proof of their connection to the game that started it all. So what really was Station.exe? Well, from everything I've come across, there are two possible theories. First is that the OP's dad really did buy the CD at a computer expo, but it was nothing more than a creepy horror game based on Thomas the Tank Engine. The floating heads are very similar to the faces of the train engines on that show, and this also explains its name, Station, being a reference to train stations. But while this theory is compelling, it's still not perfect. It doesn't explain the coordinates on the wall, which were placed there deliberately by the developer. This brings us to the second possibility, which I personally believe. Station.exe was originally meant to be an ARG by the OP. But then people
What
figured out that the
else?
game was coded on the newest version of Blender, and that the story about it being a few years old was a lie. This caused the
Yeah,
OP to
I get
lose
it,
interest and abandon the project after the first clue of the warehouse in Siberia. However, this was a bit anticlimactic, so other people stepped in to keep the mystery
Anticlimactic, but the truth, it's just an ARG. Failed ARG.
alive with fake evidence like the SSTV file or the forced connection with semperprotonam.com. That said, all of
Someone search on Q's belly to find coordinates to the biggest yaoi collection in the world. Plot twist. It's in my basement.
this is still just conjecture on my part, based on everything I've seen. I doubt we will get the real answer from the OP now after nearly 13 years.
Wow. Oh, God. Obscure YouTube horrors. Shark. Jump out of water. Of course. Why did it start me all the way down there? Canada wins bronze. Japan's Hiroto Ogiwara lands short in men's snowboard big air finals at Milan. £14,000. Wow, riveting. Vocal stem compilation. Don't talk to me. Don't come by my house. We're done. I can't watch vocal stem compilation because I'm streaming on YouTube too. I don't want to get copyrighted. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Maya Winky compilations. I found a video on TikTok that was Maya Winky video, but just the actual ASMR parts, and it was kind of good. Ouch. Okie dokie, chat. Thank you guys for queuing today. Good old react time. I gotta go because I gotta go have a shower because my hair follicles are aching in my scalp. So, no stream tomorrow, but next week I'm gonna do the inverse of the schedule that I did this week, where it was like one off, one on, one off, one on. So, there will be a stream on Monday. So, clean that stinky belly button. It smells good. Okay. I'll see you guys on Monday. I love you guys so much. Thank you for queuing. Ouch! Scratch my head. I don't know if I said head or hair, but both. Why not? Hey. Okay. Good night, you guys. I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. I will not see you tomorrow. I will see you Monday. Goodbye. Good night. I love you so much.
Days seem sometimes as if they'll never end. Sun takes its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. look into the lake, shimmering like smoke, rises the